Fox Sports.
We are Black. We are Florida.
This homestand has brought a flurry of tape measure shots from Giancarlo. That ball's driven left center deep towards the sculpture. Goal! Giancarlo again. That was yesterday. What will he hit today? Marlins and Giants.
On a late afternoon in Miami, it's baseball time. Marlins Park, big crowd expected. Game 3, a 4 o'clock start on a Saturday. The Giants of San Francisco, the Marlins of Miami, and each team has taken a game so far in this 4-game series. Hi, everybody. Rich Waltz, joined by Cliff Floyd, along with Tommy Hutton. And for Giancarlo Stanton, it's almost an everyday thing right now.
Right. You know what I like about him the most is he's swinging the pitches in the strike zone. He's giving himself a chance every time he steps in the batter's box, and that's what it's all about. Is you look at his April he was swinging, he's out on his front foot. He wasn't giving himself a chance. He wasn't staying back. In May, just like he did last year, he sort of stayed. The batter's staying through the zone, and he's hitting tape measure home runs.
And Tommy, he's doing some damage, as they say.
Well, sort of. Not quite yet. I think in his next contract, he's going to have an insurance clause just in case. But think about the home runs, the one off Jamie Moyer, off the scoreboard. They did get it fixed, but look at that scoreboard. It's worth $800,000. How about the next home run off Vogelsong? This one landed on the bar in the Budweiser balcony. Look at $300,000 if there had been some serious damage up there. And the one he hit last night against Tim Lincecum went toward the home run sculpture, which is worth over $2 million. Red Grooms wouldn't have been happy, but everything's okay. But you got to look for that insurance clause in his next contract.
And Cliff, I think impressively, it's not just home runs. He's driving the ball to center. He's driving to right center.
Yeah, he's driving the ball to right center, as you mentioned. He's standing on the ball, curveballs. I like that about him because the one thing we saw that he's swinging a lot of curveballs in the dirt. Now these balls are up a little bit, and he's staying on them. But, I mean, you know what, Tom? If they would have gave me something to hit when I was hitting in Sun Life, maybe I could have hit a couple sculptures.
No, you couldn't. Not like that.
Let's take a look at the starting pitchers. The lefties are on the menu for this afternoon. Madison Bumgarner, Mark Buehrle.
Bumgarner's tough, and a lineup kind of pieced together by Ozzie. Buehrle's only faced the Giants a couple of times in 03 and 08.
So you like this matchup, Cliff? It's lefties today.
Yeah, I definitely like it. Of course I like my Buehrle because you know what you're going to get. He's going to get the opportunity to win a ball game. He's going to stay in the ball game, and the boys swing the bat a little bit. They might come out with a victory.
We'll see. It's been an exciting series so far. A series of comebacks and near comebacks. June is around the bend. The Marlins trying to continue what is a record-setting May.
Marlins and Giants moments away. Let's go out to center field. Craig Minervini, Jeff Conine.
All right, thank you very much, Rich, and good afternoon again, everybody. Getting some baseball going. The Marlins having a great month of May, which is really good because do we have to look at June?
Ooh, June is looking a tad bit scary. Glad the Marlins are doing well this month because they're going to have their hands full next month.
Well, you want to be playing great baseball when you go into this month, and the Marlins, almost no matter what, are going to be doing that. They've already set a mark here. But now, the yellow or the home games, and you look at the teams they're playing, it's a who's who list of contenders for playoffs. And the Jays might be the only one that wouldn't be a top contender, and they've really been a very good team over the last few years, too.
Yeah, they're just unfortunately in a really tough division. Even the Red Sox, who are only one game under 500 right now, but they had a horrible start. They're coming back playing much better baseball. Tampa Bay is going to be there. Atlanta's going to be there. The Phillies obviously are going to be there. So you're facing excellent teams in June. Not to say the Marlins aren't going to have a winning record. You're not setting them up for failure, but they're really going to have to be on top of their games to come out of June with a winning record.
21 games combined over 500, and the only team that's not over 500 is the Red Sox. And you know how good they are. Although they're a game under 500 right now and very well will be over 500 by the time the Marlins meet them 6 times in June. All right, big story for this ball game, something to watch. It's got to be an exciting moment for Donovan Solano. He seems like a pretty cool cucumber, but Jeff, when you're going to a position that you're not used to playing at all, how much pressure on him today to play left field?
You know what? It's very nerve-wracking. I only spent like 10 days in left field before I made my first start in Kansas City in left field, and it's different. You know, you're not in batting practice. You're not relaxed. It's for real. You got balls coming at you that you don't see really hit like they do in batting practice. So, but he's been working out there hard. Gary Thurman says he's a good athlete. He's been doing a good job.
Keep an eye on him. It's going to be fun for him making a start for the Marlins in left. Bumgarner Burley. It's a lefty-lefty Saturday afternoon matchup. Richard Tommy with the call next.
Mark Burley is. Pinch a penny brings you the first pitch as Burley gets set to deliver to the left-handed hitter Gregor Blanco. Burley misses high. It is 1-0. Mark Burley making start number 10. He's at 4-4, an ERA in the low 3s. And that pitch popped up, foul, and out of play.
Burley has put it together nicely. His first 5 games, if you remember, he didn't pitch all that badly, but he was 1-4. His next games, he's 1-4. So 4-4 overall. Mark Burley will keep everybody off balance, and that's his game plan all the time.
Little slap roller. Reyes hustling, got it, throws, safe at first. Gregor Blanco beats it despite a terrific play by Jose Reyes, and the Giants continue to get the top of their order on base. Blanco has 6 hits already in this series.
The one guy we see do that a lot is Bonifacio. And Blanco, with that play, is almost halfway out of the box as he slaps it, has some speed. And Reyes did everything right, just couldn't get it.
Yeah, he did. And, I guess with Blanco in that situation, I mean, you have to be table setters. And when getting on base early in the game is always key, especially for a Giants lineup that hasn't been hitting a lot, but hitting a lot lately.
One guy that's not in that lineup, Brandon Crawford. In the 2 spot, it's Ryan Terrio. Melky Cabrera is on deck. It's the top of the order for the Giants. In this one, the Marlins winners by a 7-6 score. Last night, Burley to the plate. And he misses high. The count's now 2-0. Now, Burley early in the season was pitching great and wasn't getting run support. His last 2 starts, he gave up 4 runs in each of them, but he got a slew of runs. He got 15 runs in run support.
That's the one thing with baseball. It's so funny. You just never know, and I think that's why when you was when the Marlins were struggling in April, it was sort of that. Well, you want the offense to come around because you don't want to waste these pitching opportunities, and at some point the pitch is going to come back down to earth. And as you see lately, it's been coming down a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. Last time through the rotation for each of the 5 starters, not the best of starts. Burley's fallen behind 3-0, and he's going to go to first and chase Blanco back. Giants have been active on the bases. They have run against the Marlins. Marlins have run against the Giants in this series.
That's sort of both of these teams' MO. To run a little bit, put the ball in play, hitting runs.
Mark Burley throws a strike, and now it's 3-1. And if the Giants are interested in running, which not many people are against Mark Burley, we'll see if Bruce Bochy puts the game in motion. Burley, one of the best pickoff moves in the game.
He picked me off a couple times before.
Just a couple?
Just a couple. Well, you can't run against certain guys like that. You have to make sure you're going to get a good jump.
Terrio pulls it. Hanley digs it. Out there, the turn. Oh, what a turn in time. Omar Infante, the feed from Hanley Ramirez, and the Marlins get a big double play.
A couple of really nice things happen right here. First of all, Hanley, I don't know if early in the year he makes this backhand pick and plants so he can get something on the throw. The throw a little low, but Infante has a way of just picking it, and look at how quickly he turns and something on the throw.
Yeah, these guys getting a lot of opportunities to work together now because in spring training they didn't get that opportunity as much. But they get them out there enough in spring training so they can get the feel of one another, and that's what you have to do when you have a new position for Hanley and then, not working together from third base, that double play combo.
As the dust settles from that double play, it's worth noting that Melky Cabrera is not only the hottest hitter on the planet, but he absolutely eats Mark Burley alive. Cabrera, in his career, is 17.
Hey, if you're afraid of things, don't look at these numbers.
17 of 27. He's hitting .630.
I'm telling you, it's such a feeling. It is. It's such a feeling to have that when you're going against a pitcher. You feel so good in the box.
He got him.
Save the ball. Get the ball for Burley.
There will now be a brief ceremony in front of the mound. Mark Burley gets to the first. and a good crowd. A 4 o'clock start on this Saturday afternoon. The Marlins will come to the plate in this orderly fashion against Madison Bumgarner. Jose Reyes leads it off. Omar Infante is at second base. Hanley Ramirez at third. Giancarlo Stanton likes life right now in the cleanup spot. Logan Morrison behind him. Donovan Solano in left field. His first big league start in a position he's played one game professionally in the outfield. Chris Coughlin knows how that feels. He's in center. John Buck is a catcher, and Burley will hit ninth.
And I'll tell you, Rich, not an easy assignment. 22-year-old Madison Bumgarner, you see the numbers, good year, 2.85 ERA. Kind of a slinger, whips the ball, could be tough on left-handers. And a first-round pick of the Giants fits in with a terrific rotation that has kept them where they are right now.
And it was his emergence that really allowed the Giants to trade Jonathan Sanchez for the incredibly hot Melky Cabrera. Bumgarner made his arrival just in time in late 2010, and he was a very good postseason pitcher that World Championship season. Reyes hits a fly ball down the right field line. Blanco is tracking it, and he's there, and he almost overran it. And he makes the catch.
Let's take a look at the defense for the Giants this afternoon. Melky Cabrera, Pagan, and Blanco, they've been out there all the game so far. Arias at third. Emmanuel Burris gets the start at short. Terrio and Brett Pill on the right side. Buster Posey's caught all 3 games so far.
And here is Infante. In this ball game, you've got 2 of the top 6 hitters in the National League in terms of average. Infante at 340 right now is 6th in the National League. And a fastball that misses down low.
I just love the way Infante just, he has a professional bat every single time. His bat head is staying through the zone. He looks so comfortable at the plate, and it's always good, of course, when you're hitting 340. But, it's just awesome to see he's always giving himself a chance to get on base early. As he makes the first out.
Tapper down to Arias, who throws out to first in time to get him. What's the scouting report say on Madison Bumgarner?
Well, we're going to show you. We're going to check on the scouting report. Brought to you by Coventry Healthcare. You see that real easy, deliberate delivery. He has a big breaking curveball. Not a bad hitter either when he steps in to hit.
Hanley Ramirez. Hanley 1 for 7 in this series. The big pop obviously has come from Giancarlo Stanton in this series with the 2 homers and 5 hits. Stanton has driven in 5 runs. And the Marlins last night finally got some oomph from the bottom of their order. Hanley takes a strike. Last night, especially in that key 6th inning. A walk to Morrison, Brian Peterson a base hit, John Buck a sac fly, and then Chris Coughlin, maybe the most impressive of the swings, the 3-run homer. And that chased Tim Lincecum. Marlins went on to win the ball game, hold on late, and win it 7-6.
And jumped Lincecum's ERA up to 6.41.
He hasn't looked good at all this season. And, you can't pinpoint one thing, but I think the one thing I liked about the Marlins last night moving forward was the fact that they had a plan. His fastball, he pretty much didn't have a good command with. And his breaking pitch was the one that they was, just all over last night. And that's one thing you have to have when you're facing guys that, to shut you down, as he did early in the game. You have to stay with the game plan, which was later in the game. He got his curveball over the plate a little bit, and it was shellacking.
Pitch misses in. As an example, the Marlins have 94 walks in the month of May, and that is best in the National League. Arizona has 83, Atlanta 83, the Mets 83, and the Giants 82. Those are the most patient teams this month. Hanley goes down. Bumgarner gets a strikeout. Crossfire lefty. And a 1-2-3 first for the fish. Brought to you by H.H. Gregg. In Miami, scoreless ball game. Mark Burley, Buster Posey, and Burley misses outside. Rich Waltz, Tommy Hutton, Cliff Floyd with us in the booth at Coventry Healthcare, second inning. Burley gave up an infield hit to Gregor Blanco, and that's it. He's got Posey, Angel Pagan, and Brett Pill. That ball to left field is hit pretty well, and Solano is back, and he makes the catch. Now, the story with Solano is this. One game in the outfield in single A. They told him he was going to play left field. He's had a day to prepare. He doesn't have a glove, so he had to borrow Emilio Bonifacio's outfield glove.
Yeah, well, I like the idea of it because, I guess one thing it does, it helps you keep everything, keep them versatile, and it helps the club in terms of going out there. And all the boys on the team are probably saying, listen, just go out there, catch